Chitter sounds. Chitter.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Sappho. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's how I protect the animals. That was so shitty.
G'day you mob, awkward transition. It's me, Sherlock, back for another critiquing. Gosh gee, it's been a while since I did one of these, so let's start big, shall we? Who'll we criticising today?
I am a zoophile.
Boy, oh boy. Starting like that, are we? I guess I skipped on Kero. I mean, this person is essentially the same, and hell, is speedrunning the lol, I'm happy though to the point I'm kind of a troll or have excessive amounts of brain damage. Also, Kero came back a little bit after the Sappho coming out video. Great timing on both your parts. Don't worry, Saph. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll use the words and phrases you have a distaste for. In exchange, I'll take an angle on your sick dog fucky thoughts you won't expect, okay? This won't be no boring Benji bullshit or overdrawn coyote video. And no, I won't follow this to Twitter and have a spasticated fight, you know, like how you do it doing right now. I have better things to do, like eat more pie and be angry about my own existence. Okay, you pack of menstruating turnips, let's begin with content. So, let's get one thing out of the way. The intro, Saph made, this one. It's cringe, it's a troll, and not a very good one. I mean, oh yes, it got the reactions, but it elicited the same reaction you would get from a Minecraft intro. Yes, Benji, I called you boring. Now I'm stealing your gag. Fuck yourself, bunny boy. Also, you were afraid of coming out, right?
Coming out with anything can be very difficult, especially if it's something that society currently views with disgust or is a bit dangerous to even come out with the way that things are right now.
No, you weren't. You love the attention. Otherwise, you'd not be pouring fuel on the fire. Damn, I guess I'm giving you attention now too. Oh well, it gives me the views too, so hey, we can both pathetically feel better about ourselves. Yay, we are so much alike. Oh my gosh, mwah, kiss, kiss, girl, mwah, mwah. Kiss, kiss, girl. I mean, you know, bar what's between your legs, and I imagine your very manly square head. But besides that, you go, girl. Besides, that shit was probably edited by one of her fuckhead mates from this video, which those people apparently go around crashing users on VR chat, so make of that what you will. And look, with her videos, it's all the same shit. She places the camera and proceeds to hypnotize someone or a group, never deviating from shit angles and the hypno voice she learned from Hypno School for Cockheads, which I assume was after the school for femi voices made for men who are actually femi. Which is to say, talk slow and like you have a large lump towards the center of your brain, and you're one of those cunts that has the white crust on the edges of your mouth.
And still focus in your mind's eye on that orb as it slowly and effortlessly spins.
I also want to point out the way she talks during hypno is the same way she talked during the coming out video, which it hits a certain beat. Here, have a listen to it sped up.
Around and round, helping you drift deeper now, all the way down. That's right. And my voice will follow you and guide you so very deeply into this state of trance. Now, I want you to imagine that you are a feather, a soft, white, fluffy feather in this world, in this meadow, drifting down as the breeze blows you back and forth, drifting down all of that tension, and anything that's holding you back, melting away now, allowing you to guide so easily and so effortlessly. Wish bestowed upon oneself. Consider the well-being of an animal companion as important as one's own. Place the animal's will and well-being ahead of one's desires for sexual gratification. Teach those who seek knowledge about zoophilia and bestiality without promoting it. Discourage the practice of bestiality in the presence of fetish seekers. Censor sexual exploitation of animals for the purpose of financial gain, and censor those who practice and...
I don't know why she did this, but it's also a curious detail considering Coyote's video pointing out the manipulation tactics. Hypno and lies being a big no-no of combination, having asked my Hypno friends. Yeah, go watch Coyote Lovely's video, by the way, but set it to times 1.50 and have a drink. It's a slow and long fucking video. Oh, on the Hypno talk, it also kind of sounds like an annoyed office worker. Hello, could you please hold? It appears the manager isn't in. If you could wait for the beep in 3, 2, and 1. You don't need to say and 1, I don't know who taught you that, but it's fucking stupid. Okay, now how can we fix this? Why not set it like a series? Have one session with an accepting party, then make a couple of videos on the process. What do you do to prepare? The safety measures. Maybe a video on how it makes you and the party feel. Hell, a video from the receiver's side of things. You could make an interesting series, but I highly doubt you have the creativity for that, nor the knowledge, which is okay, that's fine. It just means you're stuck making mediocre shit. And if you're gonna record, why not have a cameraman? Record yourself from the front and the subjects of the hypnosis, even though both would be like watching paint dry. I'll talk on the coming out videos soon, but it's what I would imagine Jeffrey Dahmer would have done if he were a thing now, or something like this.
Selfie, hashtag Insta, drinking the gays' brains.
Brainphilia.
Sound-wise, it's fine. Seriously, there isn't much to say here. Sappho has a half-decent microphone. That's all there is. The rest is dead silent, so yeah. Boring. Visual-wise, as said, it's always a still camera during half hour to an hour of session. So uninspired, uninteresting, and shit bitch, at least get fucking VR lenses to spice shit up. Or maybe you leave that to the avatar. I've seen a few people say it's pretty, and I'm sure they're probably the furries that wake up and snort crack off their spouse's balls every morning, because this character design is fucking horrendous. Seriously, what the actual fuck is happening here? Day of the Dead, every day, everybody. Combine this with the voice, she seems like a hippie. So yeah, visually I don't know what this, or any of these tell us framing-wise, except maybe have a fucked eye or something. Now let's get into the controversial section. Before we do, let's take note of what we know from this video, Coyote's video, Benji's video, etc. Hypnotist, egotistical, manipulative, lies. And all that is again seen in Coyote's video amongst some Twitter messages. On top of those, I would like to add, a little while ago, her name was Succubus. Sappho. You know, the succubus. Google it. Now I want everyone to take that and all these words and set a timer for about 5 minutes and think about that for a bit. Just let it simmer. Just those words and succubus Sappho. Just let it simmer and come to your own conclusions. I'm quite surprised that Coyote didn't use this, but maybe I'm fucking really stupid and I missed that part, and if I did, Coyote, I do deeply apologize. Now on to the dog fucking. I can't say too much others haven't already said, but I did promise I'd take a different approach after I said those awful things. And I'm a weasel of my word, believe it or not. Will I call you a dog fucker? No. That's tired, old, and done to death. I did say dog fucky thoughts, and that's where I'll touch on. Now, look, besides you comparing gay men, lesbian women, and trans people to being a partner and to an extent sexual partner of an animal, which is absolute fucking bonkers that even villains from Resident Evil would say you're gone a little over the top there. You say zoophiles aren't suiciders nor bestialists. And you know what? I agree. Now, before anyone grabs the pitchforks and the torches, and Saf, don't get too comfy, sweetheart. We aren't done here. By the very definition, zoophilia is the sexual attraction to animals. Bestiality is the act of sex upon another species, so human on dog, human on cat. Zoosadom is the pleasure derived from enacting cruelty to an animal. So on this, I agree with Sappho for now. However, the manipulative tactic of we care and love and want animal rights, that's what zoos believe in. That is such manipulative dog shit. I cared and loved my buddy Milo. He was my best friend. And he was part of the family. And he was treated as such. He ate when we did. He slept on a lovely bed we got him. And he was respected. And he is deeply missed as much as I miss any family member I lose. So trying to be on this non-existent hill, as if you're above others and caring a lot more, is really taking a huge shit on people like me. And I assume Coyote, Benji, Shiokami, and a great deal of furries who love their pet like their best friend. We agree within moral reasons of those parts of what you say. But you then take the step further to bringing it back to being cruel and unkind. You bring up a comparison of a sexually mature dog to a 2.5 to a 3-year-old kid and say it's unfair. Here's the clip.
To compare like apples to oranges. They want to compare a grown adult sexually mature animal to like a toddler, basically. Comparing apples to oranges. And in my opinion, it's a bad faith argument. I don't think you can compare a sexually mature animal to a not sexually mature human. I think it's bad faith.
You're fucked in the face, Sappho, if you don't get the meaning. Extensive, and I do mean extensive, research has been done to essentially say a dog's mental state is that of a 3-year-old human. And yes, it's a loose comparison due to some differing factors. However, its IQ in and of itself is that of a child. You then say if your mate, your dog, which, real quick, by the way, I hate how, as an Aussie, I can barely use mate anymore because of cunts like you and furries in general using mate instead of lover or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Seriously, if any viewers of this video use that term, then go fuck yourself. You ruined our slang. That's a minor inconvenience. Anyway, your dog, if it was wanting it, you would give it to them, as in sexually.
And my view on it is that if my mate came up to me, loved me, and wanted something more in that moment, why would I deny them that need? I want to care for their well-being and help them feel good.
Honeybee. That makes you into bestiality by the very, very definition. Also, I agree, dogs can consent. Calm down, Saf. By that, I mean in a way a dog can consent. A dog's brain is wired to be, me hump, or please hump me. It's pure bestial instinct. Humans are far more nuanced and different. Believe it or not, people, humans, are a little different from dogs and cats. Who would have thunk? I mean, beyond the fact that one walks on 2 legs and the other one walks on 4, but anyway, dogs will kill for food or bite out of fear or defense. A man will do it for fun. A good quote on comparing an animal to a man is Albert Einstein's, "Mankind made the atomic bomb, but no mouse would ever make the mousetrap." Okay, I'll be more blunt if you don't get the quote. Fair enough, maybe your IQ's just not there. Here, let me explain to you. For example, we're comparing a man to a dog. Let's list some things a dog would never do compared to what a man could possibly do or has actually done. Check the news lately. Anyhow, a dog would not think to kill its child, rape its wife, strangle her to death, then blow its brains out. A dog wouldn't decide to go to a busy shopping mall with an explosive vest, and no dog would understand the idea of sexual pleasure of the nature humans do. A dog will either fuck or tell you to fuck off. Whereas, with people, there is no black and white like there are with animals. But a few tens of ways the scenario could end between let's say, a man and a woman. A dog will hump a random person's leg, but Sappho, that doesn't mean you take off your undies and say, fuck me, daddy. You don't see human beings doing that unless they have severe brain damage, and even there it is extremely rare and still far different. I would also like to point out mentally that fucks with the dog's head. It can make them very dominant and very aggressive. The final thing I want to do here is ask the audience for help. Report Sappho to VR chat. Here is her current description. Report her to MFF, which she wants to attend. And no, I don't think she's broken any MFF rules or hotel rules for that matter, but it'll show us the moral ground of which MFF works. It'll either take action and say, no, we will not accept this, or accept it and let it spread like a cancer. MFF can tell me I'm bad for suggesting mass report, but honestly, I'd rather not go to a con where pedophiles, zoophiles who sadists, alongside diet Nazis can freely attend. Fuck you and fuck your con. With VR chat, I hope it'll get her to remove the text she has on there, so in a fashion she can slither back into hiding. Now, Saf, you can take this video however you please. It's in your court. Want to take the moral high ground and say you're above me? Go ahead. Irony is a sweet fucking bliss, honey. You want to go on a tangent, get your cunty little mates to harass me? Go ahead, because I will block and block and I will fucking block. Because man, I just wanted views. I really don't care that much. I had my say, and that's it. That's where I leave it. Want to bother anyone? I'm sure Coyote Lovely is absolutely open arms about your high-level IQ arguments that I simply cannot comprehend, right? You and your fuck-headed mates can come up with and just bother him. And honestly, I don't know if you know this, Sappho, but I think he actually gets off to the pathetic shit you people come up with. I hope you enjoyed the video. Auf Wiedersehen!
Yeah, that. I don't know what this is.
Oh, Jesus, that did not... Oh, what kind of jump was that? Oh... Oh, fuck. What kind of fucking jump was that? Ow.